Good evening and welcome to Business Building Business, brought to you live each week by the Cosmopolitan Chamber of Commerce. As you all know, the Cosmopolitan Chamber of Commerce is the oldest chamber, the oldest minority chamber in the United States of America. And we are so proud here in Chicago to have the chamber, a chamber with a rich history. And, we started way back in the day, and we're still bringing relevant information. And this week we are featuring something a little different. It's not so much a business topic, but actually it is a business, But we have Sheila Walker Wilkins. She is the executive director of the Najwa Dance Corps. Najwa is also another Chicago institution. The Dance Corps has been around for over 30 years.
Over 35, actually.
Over 35 years. And I think anyone in the arts community in Chicago has heard of Najwa. Welcome, Sheila.
Well, thank you. I am very happy to be here tonight.
You're welcome. And so let's just dive right in and learn about Najwa Dance Corps, or as we call it, NDC.
Yes, exactly.
So, give us some background about Najwa. How did Najwa Dance Corps begin?
Well, basically, we were all a group of dancers who had danced with Julian Swain, Inner City Dance Company, the late Julian Swain, and we also met Najwa through him. And so while we were doing a project with her in 1977, we found that we could learn different dance styles, and these dance styles were not being done. We were so excited about it, so we asked Najwa would she be willing to start a dance company where that would be our foundation? And she said, you guys have to really be practicing, you have to have done performances, you don't just wake up one day and do dance, become a professional dance company.
Right.
But we were young and all said, we're committed to doing this. And the thing is, everybody was so excited because you are having the opportunity to learn from history. Najwa had been there. She's done that. She's done all of these dances that we do today. And she's performed all these dances. So not only were you learning about dance styles that represented us, but you also learned the history. What was going on at that time when those dance styles, were done. So everything was done with a purpose. And so we had an opportunity to start. So in 1978, we had an opportunity to perform at the concert that was celebrating Red Saunders with Count Basie and Billy Eckstine.
Okay.
So we performed
at the some names back in the day.
So we performed at the concert. We had makeup done. We were so excited. And at that point, we said we're ready. In 1979, we decided we would be a nonprofit arts organization, and that is kind of like how Najwa Dance Corps started.
Well, when you say dance, what style dance does Najwa focus on? What kind of dances do you do?
Well, we do dances that represent our African American dance heritage. So we do dances from the 20s. We do contemporary jazz. We do ballet. We do African. We do Caribbean. We also do contemporary jazz, and we also do hip hop. And and that's pretty much where we focus on now. So that's a wide spectrum.
So I see, after you decided that you wanted to dance, it had to turn into a business model.
Yes, exactly.
And, being a business, you had to have a mission. So do you have a mission, and what is it?
Yes, Najwa Dance Corps is a dance of professional dancers, musicians that are devoted to preserving, producing, and presenting, as well as performing, dance styles that reflect us. So therefore we do the dances like we mentioned, the African, the Caribbean, the jazz. We also do dance in an educational, from a historical perspective, so that it's also educational but also entertaining, so you have a good time.
For sure. Well, that makes, I remember I heard that you were involved in a dance along with the celebrating the Great Migration. Tell us about that.
Yes, this past year, this year, I'm thinking that the year's almost over, but this year is the 100th, the centennial that is celebrating the Great Migration from the South to Chicago as one of the areas. So our concert in February was dedicated to that. So we did different dance styles that reflected those historical period during that time. So it was a lot of fun, a lot of preparation, and really enjoyed doing it and had an opportunity to teach some of our newer dances, other dance styles besides the African.
I love the fact that you incorporate history, so much in your performances and in your dance styles. I mean, the Chicago was a mecca, a destination for the Great Migration, and a lot of people don't know that this is the 100th year anniversary or celebration of the Great Migration, and many of the people that migrated from the South to Chicago came from mostly Mississippi, Arkansas, that straight up, 55 and, on the train, right? Whereas Georgia and Florida, they tended to go to New York and the Carolinas, and then of course in Texas, they went to California, and that's how, all the black folks came from the South.
Exactly, because they could get jobs pursuing their art.
Exactly.
They could get paid for what they did.
And then it also makes me think about the Harlem Renaissance.
Exactly.
The arts, were so involved, and, it really flourished during the, during the migration, during the Great Migration.
Exactly.
Well, I kind of, got off track there. But I heard you say something about Nashua One. And who was Nashua One? And, I'm only familiar with Andrea Vinson, the Nashua that I know. So tell us about that.
Yes, well, you're talking about Najwi.
Najwi,
yes.
Right.
A few years ago, Najwa passed the torch as artistic director to Andrea Najwi Vinson. Andrea had been an associate artistic director for about 2 years, but also she has been dancing, performing with Najwa Dance Corps since its inception. One of the things about our company is that our members, our company members that have been with the company from the beginning, they know our styles inside out, and they serve as dance ambassadors where they're able to articulate and perform as well as teach, create, these dance styles. So she is the artistic director at this point, and she's doing very well. This year she was voted best choreographer for the African Arts American Alliance, and for the Going North concert that we performed in February. So she has a lot of experience. She has done all kinds of dance, involved in dance, throughout her life. So she's definitely qualified for this position and is doing well. She's also creating her own dance style of sorts called African Fusion. So that's combining jazz and hip hop and African.
Okay, great.
So, nice.
Well, audience, I didn't mention to you again that this is a live show and it's interactive. So if you have any questions for Sheila, whether it's about Nashua, about the arts in our community, she is the expert. Being the executive director, when I talk about a business model, that's what she does. She takes care of all the business.
Exactly.
Takes care of the finances. Of course, there's a board of directors, that kind of keeps her in line as well.
Yes, definitely.
But, again, and that's why we are presenting this topic tonight, even though it is the arts. It's more than just dancing.
Exactly.
It's more than what you see on the stage. It is truly a business.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah. And Sheila devotes a lot of her time to this business. So, what are some of the places around town that Nashua Dance Corps has performed?
Well, we perform all over the city. Our performances are held in museums, community centers, auditoriums. We've done festivals. We've done park districts, so pretty much we run the gamut of where we perform. We even do private performances for weddings, celebrations. So we're flexible. We can do everything in terms of performing wherever you need.
So have you traveled? Has the company traveled and done international
Yes, we have
shows?
traveled. We've done shows outside of Illinois, at different places, different colleges and universities. And a few years back, we also did some performances in New York, and that time was very interesting because we did our Caribbean number and it was a whole storyline.
Okay.
So we have done some traveling. We're looking forward to doing some more traveling in 2017.
Well, it's interesting. I have been to a couple of the performances, and I look at it more of edutainment.
Yes.
When I think of it, because how you get the audience involved
Exactly.
and the kids involved and learning about the different instruments. Speak to our audience about that.
Well, one of our programs, or a number of our programs, are very engaging, very interactive. One that we've done, the Cultural Night Series, and we did this at at Garfield Park a few years ago, and basically it was every night for I think it was 4 weeks. Every night we did a different dance styles. We brought costumes, and we had the audience participate, so that when they left, they were able to do as Charleston step. If it was the African night, they were able to do an African step. So we have a lot of our programs deal with engaging the audience, so that they really get a full experience of what they're seeing. Not only do you see us perform on stage, but you get an opportunity to perform as well. The children love it, and adults. You see people that get up and say, "Oh, okay, let me do that step." And especially, if it's in an environment like we did a performance at the Garfield Park, and the conservatory in Garfield Park, and it was a warm day, and everybody could get up and perform. And at the end, you leave something that you can take away.
So, what is the inspiration to do, come up with all the dance numbers? How much time do you have to put into, the dancers, the company, into learning everything? Because it sounds like it's pretty involved.
Yes, well, we have rehearsals 3 nights, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday.
Oh,
so
okay.
we have rehearsals through the week. Whenever we are involving a master artist, then there's more rehearsals, so that they can set the piece.
Right.
But basically, we rehearse, and our rehearsals are 4 to 5 hours, and longer even on Saturday.
Well,
And if
Sheila, I'm sorry. It looks like we have a caller.
Okay.
Caller, are you there? Are you there, caller? Hi. Okay, I don't know what. So, what are some of the other programs that Nashua Dance Corps offers?
One of our programs that I feel very strongly about is...
Okay, our caller is back.
coming back, okay.
Yes. Okay, caller. Hi.
Hi, I would like to know, how do you get more involved with Nashua Dance Corps?
Well, one of the things, this coming Sunday, we are holding auditions for Nashua Dance Corps as well as for Nashua Junior Corps. So you can also, if there's another way that you would like to get involved, like volunteer, you can contact us, which is on our website, NashuaDanceCorps.org. And our spelling is NAJWA, Corps, C-O-R, dance, this is D-A-N-C-E, and then CORPS.org.
Okay, caller. Thank you. So we were talking about the different programs that you offer.
Yes, one of our programs that holds clear to us is the Cultural Empowerment Through Dance. We call it the CETD program, and basically it's offering dance to youth that have limited resources but are interested in performing and interested in dance as an art form or even music. So we offer this for technical training. They learn lecture demonstrations, performances in dance and music, and we do this at targeted sites throughout the Chicago area.
What do you mean by targeted? What is that?
Well, targeted means we're looking at what area of the city are the demographics. So we look at different schools that we have maybe not had a presence before. Also, what we had done in the past is we would hold our classes at the Malcolm X area.
Okay.
The Malcolm X College, and it was a centralized area, and people from all over the communities could come and participate.
Okay. And so, do you offer scholarships?
Yes, that's what this program is. It's subsidized.
Oh, I see.
So therefore, these are students who are interested in dance. They want to take 3 classes, maybe can only afford 1, and we're able to subsidize that.
Okay,
and that's
so
why it's really great.
If parents are interested in enrolling their children, and it's boys and girls
Oh, yes,
as well?
definitely.
Okay. And where would they, how would they contact you?
They would contact us at 773-727-1773, and also on our website. On our website, you can elect to be contacted for classes. You can look at the classes offered and say, this is the class I would like to register for, or be on our mailing list as well, so that we can send you information as other events come up.
And you offer adult classes too, and where are those held?
Well, we are in the process of negotiating a place for the adult classes right now, so we'll put it on our website as soon as we get that cleared up.
Okay, audience, look out for that.
Yes, it'll
And
be
so-
soon.
Okay, and so it sounds like you've had a lot of community involvement. How has Najwa Dance Corps affected or impacted the community?
Well, basically, our focus is to offer arts to communities that would really appreciate an art form, to offer high quality arts, to engage our audience, to offer them cultural enrichment and empowerment, to see that this is what goes on and everybody can do it, or if you want to do it, you can try, you know. So we have our classes have been at Malcolm X when we were in residence there. We've also in arts partners at Garfield Park. So we offer classes at the Golden Dome, which is the 100 North Central Park.
And so what else is involved in being a arts partner as well as an artist in residence? These are two terms I've never heard of.
Yeah, well, an arts partner for the Chicago Park District, their focus was to offer arts into the Chicago Park districts and really to engage more people around the community to participate in activities at the park. So basically we're there, we have office space, we offer classes, and we offer classes to their different programs. For instance, at Garfield Park, we have the Park Kids, who those are the kids that come after school to the park, and we offer our classes there, and then they're able to perform, because you always want to see an end result. You know, you take a class, and you're taking this class for a period of time. Okay, so what did you do? How is it looking? And so they're able to participate in their gym show and offer and show what they've done. Okay, another caller.
Yes. Hi, caller.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi, thank you.
Yes, I'm calling because I came in on the when she was mentioning about the audition. Did you give out the audition information? When is the audition and where is it at?
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have some people that are very interested.
Okay, well, the auditions are being held at Sankofa Dance Studio at 6116 West North Avenue. And this will be...
6116, okay.
Yeah. And that's the Sankofa Dance Studio. That's going to be this Sunday. And the times start at 1 o'clock, I think. I'm trying to remember. It just slipped my mind for a minute.
And is this for adults?
It's this for both. It's for the adult company, and that's from 18 years and up. And then for the junior corps, that is from 7 to 8 years old.
Okay.
17. I'm sorry.
7 to 17. Okay. So what kind of commitment is there? You know, if you make the company.
Well, if you make the company, then you would be part of the rehearsals, and that's the biggest commitment. And also to be able to take classes, because you want to get to learn the different dance styles. So you would have to be committed to the rehearsals and participate in that.
And are you doing anything in the Chicago Public Schools or any of the colleges in town?
We are getting ready to start working with some of the public schools in the city. We're just in the process, in the early planning stages. So yes, we'll be offering some classes in some of the schools. We haven't decided which one. We're just starting to start the plan for 2017.
Okay, well that's exciting and encouraging, because you know we've all heard of studies, the students that have, you know, that participate in arts, you know, and how well, you know, it helps, it impacts, you know, their whole educational
really
experience.
It really does.
And those students do end up with higher grades, higher test scores.
Exactly.
Somehow it affects a part of that brain, you know, when they are exposed and actually participate in the arts.
That's
so
right.
this is very important. So what's Najwa Dance Corps' vision for the future?
Basically, we want to be and we're definitely aspiring to create a premier dance company that's well known, that's well respected, has very, very broad community support, a very loyal audience base, and basically this is where we're at, but just to make it even further, to just further grow that, be financially sustainable, which is very, very important, because none of this can happen if we have no funds, and that way we're able to provide accessible and affordable arts and culture to the community.
Great.
Another caller.
Yes. Hi, caller.
Hi, I was wondering, when is the next time that I'd be able to come and see Najwa Dance Corps perform?
Well, one, in the near future, we're performing at Kwanzaa. That's going to be at DuSable on December 27th between 12 and 2.
Oh, great. Thank you. Thanks, caller.
Thank you.
And do you have a performance schedule for 2017 yet? I mean, where can our audience find you?
Well, basically on our website, we will be putting our schedule out there. We are still beginning to organize and decide what we're doing. We will be having our annual concert in April, in mid-April, and we'll be doing some other projects, in before that time. So we should have everything together by the end of December.
Okay. Now, you also mentioned Malcolm X College a couple times. So how, what's your involvement with Malcolm X?
Well, for I would say over 25 years, we were arts in residence at Malcolm X College.
Okay.
That was very, very valuable to us. We were able to really deal with our growth and development because we had a place with all of the components that we needed, rehearsal space, office space,
Sure.
storage space.
It was your home.
Exactly. And so we also provided high quality arts programming for Malcolm X and also the communities around Malcolm X. We also, participated in all of their events that they had at the school, helped increase their enrollment in terms of looking at the arts,
Sure.
because we had classes there. And so, but in 2015, this new school was being built, and it was
Sure.
based on health sciences, and basically that's where they
Their
were
focus.
dealing with. Right, that was the focus. However, we've been in the beginning planning stages with Malcolm X with an opportunity to return.
Oh, to go back home.
Yes,
huh?
exactly.
Yeah.
So we're excited about the outcome of that. And basically this will give us that component of, being able to continue to offer our high quality arts programming, be able to encourage and engage the community and surrounding areas to participate in our projects and programs. And so also in 2005, we became arts partners at Garfield Park. So and that was in the surrounding area. So therefore we had a good handle on the west side of the city.
Sure.
And the other benefit of Malcolm is because it's centrally located, it makes it easy for other
Absolutely.
participants to come to your events. So that is so that's what we're looking for happening.
Now, you mentioned your Kwanzaa celebration. Exactly what is that?
Well, Kwanzaa celebrates the essentials of Kwanzaa, and basically Malcolm X had the largest in Chicago for many, many years.
Okay.
Because that's not they're not having it now. They're celebrating. The elders are celebrating Kwanzaa at DuSable, and they're
Okay.
doing the one day. So
And what's the date of that again?
that's going to be this Tuesday on December 27th.
Okay, great. Well, Sheila, thank you so much for a lively conversation.
Well,
and
thank
it was
you.
so nice to learn more about Najwa Dance Corps
Exactly.
and to share it with you, our audience.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you again next week as we present Business Building Business, brought to you by the Cosmopolitan Chamber of Commerce. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.